This is a 3D crossbar I printed up to use with the Zoom recorder and Clippy microphones. This can be used with any lavalier type microphones, or even some of the smaller microphones for size work with this. It folds up really compact, and it's made to work with a mount where you can just put it straight on the tripod. It's got a Swiss Arca mount on the bottom of the print of it, and it's just these four pieces, and then the ends have just a Rycote type vibration dampener that it clips the Clippies into on it. I'll break it down and show you how it prints up and how each part is broken down from the print and how it looks. You can just use regular Clippies. You can either use the plug-in 3.5 millimeter, or you can also use the XLR mounts. It'll work with this type setup if you want to use a recorder that only has the 3.5 mounts. But way it works is just you can just barely loosen these up, and you can fold it down to the size you want, so it rolls up a little more compact. With this, you can also print longer arms, so it's just a plastic printed arm. If you use these, you get 80 centimeter width. The ones I currently have on it's a 60 centimeter width, and on the ends, if you want to, you can adjust the angle, so you can use an AB or an XY cross pattern of your choosing. You can narrow it down, you can get it a little bit closer to people if you want to do some sort of interview, or a closer cross pattern if you want it to be more of a mono type recording with it. I'll turn this off and show you how you take it on and off. This crossbar will hold your Zoom, or you can also just Velcro on an external battery. Just use just a regular strap around here, and it'll hold it on there, and you can get a longer run time without having to change your batteries. It's probably best in most occasions to use some sort of wind protection on these Clippies, because it doesn't take much wind at all to get a noise out of them. But to break it down, take this off, just easily take these apart, lower it down. The clips that come with the Clippies on it, it's the lavalier mic clip that hooks. You can just use this on the mount here, and it takes the pressure off the suspension on it here, so it's free flowing and doesn't vibrate. These little small vibration dampeners, they don't need to be terribly big, because the arms, since they're made of plastic, they take up some shock also. So if there's some rumbling, the arms will allow for that flex and take up. If there's any movement this way, this part of it will take it up here. You can just take these and pop them off, put them in a bag, and it breaks down small enough you can use just a little tiny pack with it. Just take these off. With this, to take the Zoom recorder off, just undo one side. This slips up, and your recorder slides off. You just put it back to store it, or use it with another type of recorder. You can tighten the arms with this. It doesn't take much pressure at all to hold it in the place you want, but you can break a little bit of tension off on them, and they just fold up like that. It's pretty small. You just take it right off the mount here, that Swiss Arca. You can see this portion's just a Swiss Arca plate, two arms that go out, and then it folds up tight and compact. And just using these little wing nuts, it's easy if you want to break it all the way down. If you're worried about breaking these in a pack or something, you can just unscrew these off and lay everything flat, and it won't damage anything at all. Works pretty good that way with it. Just carry whatever tripod you want with it. A little box like this is enough to store everything, so you can just throw it all in, put your recorder away. Drop this down in. Store it however you want. Zip it up and you're good to go. So it's a really good little setup with it. You can 3D print it yourself instead of having to buy all the metal parts with it. And it's a little bit lighter than if you're using one of the steel crossbars or one of the aluminum ones. If you want to change the size, like I say, you can just print these bars a little bit longer. Just change it up in whatever your printer program is. Just extend it to the length you need. Printed these, made it up to a 120 width on it, but that's getting pretty wide. You get a little bit of sag with these crossbars. 80's just fine, no issues at all. Just depends on your printer. Most 3D printers you can print up to building this up in a 80 centimeter size. I'll put the link to the prints. I've got to get a copy of this mount that I made. I made this one myself, but this particular bar right here, someone else designed it, and I'll put his name and a link to his print where he'll get credit for this design. I'm not selling these or anything. This is just a link to where someone can find how to print their own, but I'll put something together to where you can find all the parts for this and be able to print it yourself. And it takes probably around 5 hours or so to print everything you need for it. Instead of having to buy all the extra parts, really all you'll need to do is just buy these nuts and bolts, and you can use about anything to piece this together. So if it helped you out at all, please like and subscribe. Look in the description below, and I'll put links to all the products that I used in it, and I'll try to get all the links to the 3D prints for you too. So thanks for watching.